Alright everybody, welcome back to another one. In this video I try to destroy this printer to exaggerate an example of how easily dust can build up on these printers where the labels are stored on the outside, like a Nelko or a Rollo. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is a test print, and here's a little trick I'm going to show you. Turn the printer on and then feed the labels without opening it through the guides, and then you don't have to tear off an extra label. Alright, it'll feed it through as soon as it crosses that sensor, and you just can stop once you feel that rubber roller. Alright, so we're going to do a test print here, and we'll see a before shot of how good this print looks. As I said, no issues. Alright. So now for the dramatic reenactment. Let's say you left your printer sitting in a room. After a while, it collects some dust. In this case, that dust is orange turmeric. Unfortunately, I didn't have a pocket of dust that I could just use, so you wouldn't have been able to see it anyway. So turmeric is the stand-in dust for this video. And here's what the print looks like once you have a dusty print head. Now it's time to clean up this mess. All you need is some rubbing alcohol and some Q-tips. Q-tips because it's non-abrasive, and rubbing alcohol because it will evaporate and not leave your machine wet. It's pretty good for any electronics for the most part. There are other things you could use. There's thermal printer cleaning pads that are the size of a label and it's like made of cotton. There's also markers that are saturated with the rubbing alcohol or some other solution. Works just as good. So when you open it up, the first thing you want to do is wipe off any dust you can find. Relatively easy. If you have a can of air, you can go ahead and spray it out. That's going to get the bulk of it. Go ahead and unplug your printer. So right away you can see all the orange. That is our dust in this video, and it's everywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a microfiber towel and just wipe everything off. I'm not going to press hard because I want to make sure none of the fibers stay behind, and I'm just getting the loose dust. This is actually optional. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. You can just use a Q-tip. It's probably safer. The next thing I'm going to do is take the rubbing alcohol and the Q-tip and clean the print head. I don't get enough on there so it's dripping, just enough to saturate the tip. I usually wait for it to change colors. You can see it goes from like a pure white to a light gray. Then I'll go ahead and clean the sensor and the print head. Sorry about the focus here, but you can see the orange. Now normally if you're just dealing with dust, it'll turn gray. And in the video or in real life when I'm doing this, I don't see any more orange, but I'm continuing to wipe it and the Q-tip is still coming back yellow. And that just kind of goes to show, like, you don't have to see it for it to be there. Just continue to clean until the Q-tip comes back clean. Alright, and back on the other side, the important areas to check out on this side is the sensor and the roller. You know, the sensor is the one that I mentioned with the tip at the beginning of the video. And the roller here is going to pull the labels through, so it's important to keep it clean. Also because anything that's on this can transfer to the print head on the top. Now I do want to caution you not to clean the roller too much because it needs to maintain its traction, and alcohol can dry rubber out. Alright, and here's the first test print after the clean. The alignment's off a little, but I'm not going to worry about that. The print quality is back to being perfect, even though I tried to destroy this printer. And this is the first test afterwards. So let's look at a side-by-side with. Alright, and here's a side-by-side, one of the befores and the after. You can see all perfect again. Now, if you have one of these printers, to avoid this, I do recommend when you're not using it, just turn it off, obviously, open it up, take the labels out, and fold them up if you're using fan fold, or if you're on a roll, just turn it sideways so that the labels are not exposed to dust. Alternatively, you could just set a blank label or something on top of the labels to keep them clean as well. Alright, that's all I got for this one. I hope this one helped you guys out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'll see you in the comments. Thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscribes, and grab that coupon code in the description and visit our website. Talk to you in the next one.